In my NCAA Finals match in 2008, I had a great opponent in Jason Ness. Ended up being a four-time All-American and was a 2010 national champion at 133. But we had wrestled at the Big Ten tournament 2 weeks prior, where I won a really close match. It was, I believe, the score was 2-1. So going into this match, I was nervous but confident at the same time. Just really excited to compete on the big stage in front of 20,000 fans. So as the whistle blows, I just remember my nerves kind of going away. In the match, ready to go. I start faking. I'm faking, trying to keep my distance, but Jason was able to cut that off, get his hands on me, and we start to hand fight. He was a very physical wrestler. I was more technical and just try to finesse my guys. So this was not a good strength of mine. So as you can see, I'm trying to break away, but he has a pretty good grip on me. So we're just going to be hand fighting here, as we keep wrestling through these positions. So I would say the first 45 seconds we're just hand fighting. No attacks, nothing really going offensively. We've wrestled so many times, we kind of knew what we were going to do to each other. So it was kind of a difficult match to kind of map that out. But here I'm able to break space here, fire off, one of my best shots, a double leg. He stuffs it, kind of brings us back up, and we're back into a hand fight. Now he's using this hand fight to his advantage, gets in on a shot. He's in there pretty deep, but I'm doing a pretty good job of wizarding him off, using the edge, just so that I wasn't put in too much danger. Coming back to match, a minute and 44 left. The first period, yeah. So as we come back to the center, we're just still again hand fighting, just trying to look for opening for an attack. He's doing a good job putting his hands on me. Right here, he takes a shot again in that single leg. I'm defending. We're on the edge, so I kind of use that to my advantage. One big thing, a backstory is that I dislocated my shoulder on Friday morning, and this is Saturday night. So my shoulder was just very banged up. I tore my labrum, so it was. My coaches and I knew that we had to be limited on the shots that I was going to take because we didn't want another dislocation to happen. So I was really picky about my shots, just trying to get good setups and good openings for attacks. So here we're at a minute and 20, still again hand fighting. I try a duck under, he stuffs it, gets me in the front headlock, kind of clear out. Again, still nothing where I'm getting too extended underneath him. I knew I couldn't do that with my shoulder. With it slipping in and out of place, I just had to be really smart and wrestle a smart match. So go back to that. It's a minute. So a minute. He's pulling on my head, Jason is, and he's going to take this attack. I kind of felt it coming. And, once he hits that attack, I step out of the attack, and I'm able to hit my go-behind. Get just really good reaction here. Hit my go behind, spin around. I get behind him. I don't have two yet. I get in a body lock, and I kind of throw him down for the first points of the match. So it was a big takedown in 45 seconds left. It's right on the edge. So I'm gaining riding time at this moment. It was a big confidence booster. I just remember being in the match thinking, yes, I got the first score. I could start opening things up. Now, as I'm going back to the center of the mat, I'm thinking I got to ride him. 32 seconds left. I got to ride him. I tell my guys this all the time. You got to ride him a short time. Be big to end the period 2-0. So as we start working into this, he gets a really explosive stand-up, and he kind of beat me to the punch. So he's up. He has my hands. I'm trying to return him, trying to move, do as much as I can. But I end up getting hit for stalling in this position. So had to cut him. Right away, he gets out. There's 15 seconds left. He goes to attack. I get him in the front headlock. And now we're just kind of towards the edge. We're coming back. We're 6 seconds left after going out of bounds. Still, again, I have the lead. I'm up 2-1. I'm just riding to the second period. Here, we're just kind of hanging out. I'm waiting for the time to go out. Second period's up. it's, Jason's choice first. So Jason's was really good mat wrestler, good on top, would ride a lot of guys. So, it was big for him to go down first because that was, an opportunity for me to build my riding time. I knew I needed riding time because if he was going to get on top, I knew he was going to, get some riding time of his own. So I wanted to ride him as long as I could. So here I'm doing a good ride. This time he didn't beat me, so I was able to get him down flat. I'm kind of riding him off to the side, just kind of killing some clock a little bit. But at the same time, if I could open up for a turn, I will. We're at 1:33. So I'm just riding him here, and I know I'm close to a minute. So in my mind, I'm thinking, just ride him a little bit longer. And, looking back, I wish I would have been thinking about it as trying to score more points because I know this is why he was able to build up to his feet, get a sit out, get up to his feet. And now I'm forced to cut him because I didn't want to hit another stalling call on me. So now it's 2-2. We're up on our feet. I know that he's coming. I know he wants to be offensive. It's going to be in my advantage for the third period. So I know he's coming. He wants to, get a takedown going out of bounds. I see myself shaking my shoulder a little bit. Not sure what exactly happened. But I do know that, during that match, my shoulder felt weak. But, once you get going and adrenaline's pumping, you're just ready to kind of shine in the moment. Here, faking, snapping. He still got a hold of me. I was able to elbow pass through him by. My stance is a little high, but it's still a lot of movement, which we wanted in this match. So here we're still hand fighting. We're down to 35 seconds left, almost the end of the period. Right now I'm just thinking, fight him off. He gets in on this attack. It's a single leg, and I just remember thinking in my mind, like, oh man, I can't give this up. If I give up this takedown, he's up 4-2. There was short time, and that's a big confidence booster for him going into the third period. So I just knew I had to give him as much fight as I could, stay balanced, patient, and kind of let him panic in this moment. And at that moment, I felt a little bit of where his confidence kind of got shot. So last 5 seconds, his level of aggressiveness went completely down. So now we're heading into the third period. It's 2-2, my choice. I chose down. I was confident I could get out. I knew I had built up enough riding time. I was at 51 seconds, so I had time to get out. I knew that he wasn't going to be able to ride me for 2 minutes. And so going into this period, I was very confident to get back up to my feet where I want to be. So as this period starts, he's just riding me, not really looking to turn or break me down. He's just trying to just ride me out for the 2 minutes. So I can feel him. I wasn't threatened on bottom at all. Just kind of waiting for him to, just let up a little bit, and I was going to explode through. The ref thought he wasn't doing enough on top to create action, so they hit him with a stalling. And that kind of changed the dynamic of that period because, at this point he had to cut me. So he had to release me to give me the 1 point, and now we're back on our feet. And, me being back on my feet, that's my strongest position. So I got up to my feet here, and I'm, very confident. I'm faking. At this point I'm thinking, the match is mine. He's going to have to come after me, and, I'm going to see an opening, and I'm going to take it. So here I'm just faking, hand fighting. He's being really aggressive. He's doing half shots. I do a couple half attempts. There's my half attempt. After a couple fakes, I remember thinking to myself, the double leg's open. It's open. There, I take my shot. There's the double leg. Got my takedown, almost got back points, but didn't get it. Now I'm up 5-2. 5-2, 50 seconds left. Building up my riding time. I have a good ride on him, but I also had a stalling, so I knew I had to be active on top. I didn't want him to get another point. So here, doing a good ride, got a 2-on-1 ride, hooked the ankle. He still does a good job. I mean, he wants to win too. So he gets up to his feet, he escapes. So now we're up 5-3. He has an opportunity to tie the match. So here, again, I'm thinking another opening, another double. It's going to come. Here he takes a shot. We come back up to our feet. We're still hand fighting. 14 seconds left, 13. I just thought right now is the time to shoot. Take my double leg. He defends it, come up to the body. He tries to lateral drop me. I catch him on his back, and there's the back points. And, that time right there when he was on his back and the ref's counting, I'm like, man, I did it. I did it. So I jump up, I flex, and, I look up to my family. They had angel wings up there. I had 30 family members up at the top, and I'm just pointing to them like, yeah, we did it. We did it. So that's all about the celebrating I did. I actually, after this, I run over to my coach, give him a big hug. That's my NCAA title.
And Angel goes to the heavens. He's the champ at 125.